In this quick tutorial, I'll show you how to substitute values into equations and formulas. Question 1 reads, evaluate the expressions shown below when x is equal to 5 and y is equal to -1. Let's start with A. We have the expression 4x squared minus 5x minus 9y. What we will do is substitute this 5 and this -1 wherever we see an x and a y, respectively. So starting with this term, we have 4, and whenever you substitute a number or any value into another value, you want to put it in parentheses. So we have 4 bracket 5 squared minus 5 times 2 minus 9 times -1. Let's evaluate this part. We have 4 times 5 to the power of 2. 5 to the power of 2 needs to be evaluated first because it's an exponent. That's 25. 25 times 4 is 100. Next we have -5 times 2, which is -10, and -9 times -1, that's +9. 100 minus 10 is 90 plus 9 is equal to 99. That's the answer for A. In question B we have xy minus xy plus 2x minus 2y plus 3xy. Once again we'll be substituting 5 and -1. We have 5 in brackets times -1 minus 5 -1 plus 2 times 5 minus 2 times -1 plus 3 times 5 times -1. Let's start with this term. 5 times -1 is equal to -5. -5 times -1 is +5. 2 times 5 is 10. -2 times -1 is +2. And 3 times 5 times -1 is -15. This term and this term will go away. We have 10 plus 2, which is 12, minus 15 is -3. In question C, we have 3x plus y over 5 plus 2x plus y over 2. Once again, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to -1. Let's substitute 5 into where we see the x's. We have 3 times 5 plus -1 over 5 plus 2 times 5 plus -1 over 2. 3 times 5 is 15 plus -1. That's 14 over 5. 2 times 5 is 10 minus 1 is 9. So we have 9 over 2. Of course, you need to combine these two terms. We need a common denominator. The common denominator is 10. You can multiply the 5 and the 2, that's 10. And then 2 times 14 is 28, plus 5 times 9, that's 45. Combining the numerators, that gives us 73 over 10. Let's move on to question 2. Use the formula for simple interest, which is written right here, to find to the nearest dollar the amount y to which a principal A of 3,000 will accumulate in t is equal to 5 years at a simple interest rate n of 6.5%. The reason why I've given this a medium level difficulty is because we have 6.5%. You need to know to convert percentage into a decimal form. So the first thing is we convert 6.5% into decimal by dividing by 100. This should give us an n value of 0.065. Once we've done that, we can substitute everything they've given us. They want y, so we have y is equal to a, which is 3,000. And keep in mind that this is an equation, whereas in question 1, all of them were expressions. There were no equal signs. 1 plus n, which is 0.065, times 5. Let's use our calculator. 3,000 bracket 1 plus 0.065 times 5, and that gives us 3,975. 3,975. This means that after starting off with $3,000, you have a surplus of 975. Finally, in question 3, we have to use the formula shown here to convert 128 degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. C represents Celsius, F represents Fahrenheit. So I'll write down C is equal to 5 over 9, bracket 128 minus 32. Now, it wasn't mentioned above, but if you don't have a scientific calculator, you can always use the orders of operation, where you find out what's inside the parentheses first, brackets, and then multiply by the factor out here. So we have 128 minus 32. We'll multiply that by 5 over 9. This gives us approximately 53.3 repeating. 53.3 repeating degrees Celsius. And there you have it. That is how to substitute values into equations and into formulas.